Yeah, I think this guy's a racist bigot, man.
But does he know? Does he know what he's doing? Because I know sometimes we talk about
yes,
whether people
he knew the shit before the game. He didn't say a word.
Right, and then halftime, those things don't matter. You see that? You see that face? You see them glasses on the shirt? That's the look people are looking for when they're looking for a coach. You don't necessarily have to play. He might have played. Let's say he played linebacker.
He played a little bit. He went from a nobody on the team, drove somewhere, sweet talk somebody to get like at lower layer on the team. Did that a couple of times. The next thing you know, he got a head coach job. Ain't never been a head coach or nothing.
Right.
So let's just use this as a substance test, Brandon. I'm just gonna scroll down. Diane.
Right.
All right, let's look at Deion's. I'm just gonna scroll down, same pace. We're still going, ain't we?
Yeah. But you know, one group of people have to work twice as hard, even 4 times as hard, just to be on the same level as somebody who's given a position.
Wait, Brandon, we ain't finished yet. We still scrolling. Hold on. Look.
Yeah.
Still going.
Yeah, he was a broadcaster too. Yeah.
Still go. Hold on. Damn, when is it gonna stop?
Yeah.
When is it gonna stop? It's still going.
Yeah.
And this man got enough to say is Deion don't have no substance.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, who do you think you can learn more from? You think you can learn more from Lanning, somebody who is just somebody up there doing X's and O's, or somebody who's been through a lot of stuff? Then they got to cut Deion's foot off or cut his toe off because he had something and he wasn't sure if he was even going to walk again. But he had to use his faith and pray, and and he's got a family. That's a lot to have to go through as a dad. Not knowing whether you're going to make it out of the hospital or what. Like,
he's missing 3 toes.
Yeah, that's a lot to bounce back from and be like, you know what? I'm still the same person that I am. God never turned his back on me. I'm still here. I still have a purpose in life. I still can carry on my legacy. I can show my sons how to become men. I can show these boys on this football team how to become men and play in the NFL. What's wrong with that?
And imagine a person that God gave him a lot of gifts.
Yeah,
but one of his gifts was his legs.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember a few years ago, he talked about I'll race anybody 35 and up. And he was saying this in his late 40s or early 50s.
Right.
And now he can't race nobody. So he still got this confidence. He didn't let him stop him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this guy's a racist bigot, man.
But does he know what he's doing? Because I know sometimes we talk about
he knew to shut his fucking mouth before the game. He didn't say a word.
Right. And then halftime and after the game, that's when he started to, because I don't think they let the cameras in before the game.
They did pregame, but see, he's smart enough not to get his other team wound up, because they feed off of that. That's all they needed.
Right.
For you to say something.
Right.
Yeah. But he said stuff in halftime. He said, I'm not satisfied.
Yeah.
He's winning 35-0.
Mm-hmm.
And says he's not satisfied. Who he was working for, Brandon?
That's a good question. I think they was trying to do like a public humiliation. I think that's what they were trying to do to Deion.
Correct.
So it ain't matter what it was. Like it wasn't necessarily trying to play football and win. You was trying to do something else.
Correct. He got the phone call last week. Don't say nothing by Deion. Y'all need to go in there and completely take them out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not satisfied. And you up 35-0. What you tried to do? You tried to be Miami Dolphins. You tried to
they was up 70.
Yeah.
They won 70 something.
70-20. You tried to be Miami Dolphins. But nah, this is what's strong with America. You got guys who haven't earned anything, but somehow they get in a position to piggyback off somebody's success. Like, this is not his team. They've been good he was 20 years old. They were still winning. You know what I mean?
Right.
16 years later.
And this is my thing. Like, if you swap the coaches, if you put him on Colorado and Deion on Oregon, Do you think Dan was
national champs?
But that's the problem with these coaches. They think that they are better than Deion, or they got more heart than Deion, or they can coach better than Deion. And coaching is X and O's, but it's something about giving those speeches, like the speech we just saw him give. No, that was no speech at all. It wasn't nothing that connected with them players. You can see it. They didn't care. They just in there listening because they know what he's doing.
Sound like hate speech. Like Deion said, you better get your wins this year. Get your win this year on us.
And I do like how Deion's handling it, because I wanted to see how he was going to handle the media when he did lose. You know, he said what he was going to say, but he's not. But I don't want him to cry and whine and complain. He said they got their butts kicked. I mean, it is what it is.
Brandon, this is the top team in the nation.
I know, but people didn't care.
What you think is going to happen?
I know, but people didn't care. They want to see him lose, and they want to see him apologize for how he's been acting.
And got USC next week, another top team in the nation.
And they don't have Travis Hunter.
And they don't got Travis Hunter.
Yeah. Which
I think he couldn't do nothing.
No, he wasn't going to change the outcome. Did you watch some of the game though?
I watched most of it.
You text me. Like I said, I was sick this weekend. I didn't really watch. I was like, dang, I wonder what the score is. Lewis texted me like that.
Man, that game ridiculous, man. They was running the ball. Like Deion already said, he don't have no line people. Yeah. So they just running the ball on him. Mm-hmm. The quarterback only missed like 2 throws out of 28. You know,
the offensive line, they weren't holding either. They weren't.
Offense can't hold. His son got sacked 7 times or something. Mm-hmm. You know, his son wasn't playing that good either. But shit, you get the people on your ass. What can you do?
Right.
He ain't no Mike Vick.
Right. And he, like I said, he don't try to play that way.
Yeah.
Like he really tries to make the throws when they're open. But if you don't have time and you scrambling and about to get sacked, I mean, it's not much you can do.
It's almost they need to bring back this position they don't like. Put a fullback up in there.
They don't necessarily do that too much. A big white dude that's, it's hard to tackle. It's hard to bring him down.
Well, a fullback.
Or it could be a black dude too, but yeah. I know my team, they used to have a white fullback like that. And he wasn't fast. You just give him the ball, he'll give you 2 yards if you need it.
Or he could catch it, or he could be a drop-off guy. Okay. But his main position is extra blocker in the back.
Well, that too, yeah, where he can help the quarterback if needed.
Don't get help on one side. He don't get one person, and that's just
right. And that's when you're on your blind side sometimes. Just make sure you don't have to worry about that. But
yeah, they got rid of that. That's a waste. That's old school football, fullback. Right.
That's and for people who don't know, like you play football, you've had a helmet on, like you can see like this without a helmet on, but your vision is a little compromised. Where
it's kind of like that.
Like you can see, but you can't really see all the way, like without a helmet.
Did you do this? Now I can't see half of that.
Right. Yeah. So, and it's a lot of game sounds and it's a lot going on when you're playing football. So it does look easy when you're watching football. You see, dang, he could have caught that, or he didn't even know what was going on. Like, just imagine you running like this and somebody back here throwing you the ball. You turn, now you can see the ball coming. So it's a lot that goes on with football that you may not realize.
And football, man, Brandon, that conditioning, boy, they put me and Eric in that game. Man, I was about to fall out.
Well, tell us about that, because football is a different sport, especially when you're using all your power and your strength.
They put me and Eric in the game. We were losing so bad. Eric, Lewis, go in the game.
Do you remember who y'all were playing? Do you remember who you was playing?
Those 4 plays after, because remember, if you're on the line, me and Eric on the line, you got
offense or defense? Offense. Y'all was on offense.
Offense. Yeah. You got to keep a guy from getting past you.
Right. You can't hold up. You got he coming at you. You're trying to keep him.
Well, that's by the 4th play. I was So when you see those guys have to physically stop another person,
right, coming forward,
and they have a slight advantage because they trying to get past you. You just gotta like hold them there. You can't get past them.
Right.
Yeah, man, that thing. And here's the thing: when you get tired, every time you do that, you get weaker and weaker with it. Man, so man, hey, it's something. Don't you think? See, people, all these, they are skilled players. They're skilled players. They still play some linemen big money. They probably need to pay them more.
Right.
Because that's who wins the game for you. I hate to say it.
Yeah. It definitely dictates how your quarterback's going to do.
Yeah. Or how your running back is going to do.
How your running back's going to do, right.
Got to block a man. And this ain't like practice how you used to do. You go head to head, then stop practice. But this one, it's like you keep driving.
Right.
Because you get a first down, you still own it. Get a first down, third
down. Like you can just run to the bench and get some water real quick and bounce back. Even if you get some water,
they got to call you out.
Right.
It's if somebody got to come and top your shoulder.
Right.
Kick number 21.
So you there trying to gain all the oxygen and all the rest you can while you standing there waiting for the next play to get called and get back to the line and set and battle again.
Hey, watch this. When somebody tap your shoulder, do you just walk off the field, Brandon?
You got to jog off.
You got to run off that field.
or if you don't, it's gonna be a penalty.
Yeah, they can't.
Well, ain't gonna be an offense, but yeah.
But you see what I'm saying? You got to run off that field. So they hike the ball. And how long is a field sideways? It ain't that short.
Oh, I thought you were about to say it ain't long. Yeah, it's a good little jog.
Yeah, you're in the middle of the field. You got to stop. And you cannot get caught with that kind of penalty.
Right.
Cannot get caught.